All right, welcome back to Baguio. So I have been away for quite a while. Last time I was here was in January. We're now May, and this time around I'm without Leoncio. He's out doing his own thing. So I've had to take it upon myself to try and make use of my time here. And one of the things I've done, or one of the things I set out to do, is I'm leaving to Papua New Guinea in a week now, and my plan was originally, as you know, was to invite the Apple Global Organization, now being headed by Leoncio, over to Papua New Guinea, over to Bougainville, and have them teach the Mercury-Free method. The one problem with that approach was always going to be the fundraising. I was going to bring Leoncio plus 2 other miners. I've written up a proposal. The whole thing is going to cost roughly, give or take $20,000 US. And that's a lot of money for me, and it's not something I'm really comfortable spending. Considering that I'm not entirely sure how well it'll be received. I'm not. I really want this to be successful, but if it's not successful, I don't want to be, ruining my potential future here. So I'm not going to be spending $20,000, although at first, that was actually my plan, but it's not anymore. So I'm going to be trying to take a smaller approach, a safer approach, I should say. I did bring over some equipment last time, the Gold Cube, some Dream Mats. They weren't entirely successful. So what I'm going to be focusing on now is bringing over equipment that relates specifically to the Mercury-Free Benguet method over here. And so that's what I've done. Let me show you. I bought 5 of these pans. I got some mats. Now, as you'll see, they're not exactly the same mats. The mats that people used before were felt mats. And I saw these mats here that had kind of the ridges on them. And I just assumed that they would be better. And they were all, they were 700 pesos as opposed to the 600 pesos for the felt mats. So I ended up buying those mats, 4 of those mats. And then when I ended up meeting Balo, one of the Filipino miners here, I ended up meeting him afterwards, and he kind of basically told me that those mats they're not what they use, and they're not even suitable. And he actually showed me. We did a little comparison. He on his his sluice, the same one I videoed before from Baguio. We put those ridged mats in the sluice box, and the way he explained it was that those mats collect a lot of the black sands, and then to the point where the black sands will coat the mat, and then the gold will kind of float over top of all the black sands. Okay, and so here we're going to test the 2 different carpets. The one I bought right here, and this is their carpet. It's like some military blanket.
See here, this is mud only, but it's already packing up.
Right.
Here, feel it.
Oh yeah.
So already packing up. This
one, yeah, I feel
even
it.
if you put this,
Oh my goodness.
a little bit water. Here, the water is also coming here, but the gold does not. This is the good news of this kind of carpet. That you can do nothing.
Okay.
So all of it just random. Once it's packed up, all of
okay.
it floats away.
And so those ridges, they don't really do anything. He said it can be useful in certain. He said it was useful for capturing coarse gold, but he did say that for their Benguet method here, that's not what I should have bought. And so we're supposed to go next week, me and him. He's going to take me to a different mining store, and he's going to show me where to buy hopefully we can find some of these old army, I think they're army blankets. That's what they're using. They're very durable. They do the job perfectly. So we're going to try and find that. And these mats that I have now, I figure I'm just going to use them to build some sluice boxes, river sluice boxes. And yeah, so there's that. As far as these pans go, they're only just slightly smaller than the pans that he's using. It's a really good thing that I actually ended up meeting up with him, because he explained to me that this coating here, it's like a galvanized steel, I guess it is, but this coating needs to come off, because otherwise it's too smooth and the gold doesn't kind of stick to the pan, so the pan doesn't even properly work if you don't grind this stuff off. So I started doing that here with some sandpaper, but it's looking like I'm going to need to use one of the flat rocks and some actual sand. I have another pan that I left it over at his mine site, and I left it there because I'm planning on going back. But this other pan, you can actually see it's started to actually rub the metal off entirely. I have here some of the good stuff, specifically for this Benguet method. I bought 4 clay bowls. Obviously they're fragile, and so there's no guarantee that they'll make the journey intact, but hopefully they do. And obviously it's not really sustainable to be bringing bowls from Philippines to Papua New Guinea. So I'm going to try and find some people who do clay work and or some pottery, and I'm going to ask them to try and make these bowls. I have some of the good stuff right here. 1 kilo, actually I have 2 kilos, but this is 1 kilo of the borax. And there's no proof of what it is. It's just as you can see, just a unlabeled plastic bag. I did take a picture of the container that it came in case they give me any problems at the airport. And so that's it. We got the mats. Again, I'm going to be replacing these ones with a proper felt cloth. Ceramic bowls, borax, pans that need to be ground down. This is still too smooth. But I'm going to try and take some video next time I go back to the mine site. When I was there last time, I made the conscious decision of not taking any video, because I really wanted to focus on actually learning the process, learning the technique. And, as you can imagine, if you have the camera, trying to get the right angle, trying to focus on that, it was really a distraction from my main goal. My main mission right now is to teach the borax method, the Mercury-Free method over in Bougainville. And so in that moment with Balo offering to teach me and show me the different steps, I just chose to just forget about the camera, and I've just focused on learning the technique as well as possible. But when I go back later on this week, hopefully I'll break out the camera and I'll have something to show. So that's it for now. One more week here in Baguio. The month has gone by pretty fast, and it's been enjoyable. It's been a different vibe without Leoncio here. But fortunately, I was able to make good use of my time and take some concrete steps towards advancing towards my goals. And so that's it. That's where we're at.